Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Let's make this fight. Amid ongoing feud with Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney reveals this widely acclaimed boxing star called him for a super fight. In the wake of Devin Haney's latest victory over Regis Prograis, the former's father Bill Haney called out Gervonta Davis, additionally to provoke the WBA lightweight champion Bill Haney, even branded Tank and his trainer shits. On the other hand, after the California Commission revealed Devin Haney rehydrated and weighed in at 165 pounds against Regis Prograis in their fight at 140, Gervonta Davis publicly accused Devin Haney of cheating. At this, while the boxing world witnessed the team Haney and Tank battle with words, the Dream revealed he was approached by Teofimo Lopez for a fight. Devin Haney turned down drunk Teofimo Lopez's offer. During his latest appearance on a podcast, the current unified lightweight champion and WBC super lightweight champion Devin Haney revealed that ahead of the Regis Prograis fight, Teofimo Lopez had randomly texted the Dream. As per Haney's claim, Lopez wanted to fight. However, since the takeover was in a contract with the promoter Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing, the Dream thought it was only appropriate if Arum had called him instead with the proposal. So, on one random day, I get a text from Teofimo Lopez and he's like, "It's a tell, bro, let's make this fight," say Devin Haney. Although the random message from Lopez initially irritated Haney, they later continued the conversation. He was talking of this bullshit. Let's do this fight here and that we can make this much money. I'm like, you are in a contract, right? So you've gotta go talk to Bob Arum, right? He said, yeah, I'm already in talks with Bob Arum. So what the fuck I'm talking to you for? Added the Dream. However, Haney concluded that Lopez was probably drunk when he texted the former. In this context, it is worth mentioning that although Haney turned down Lopez's offer, his father Bill Haney wanted the takeover versus the Dream. Chris Colbert said, "I won Gervonta Davis after winning the earlier match." Colbert's time at 135 pounds was supposed to be short-lived. However, after taking a look at the barren landscape at 130, Colbert figured that it made little to no sense to go back down in weight. So, with the Brooklyn native getting ready to run things back with Jose Venezuela, the 27-year-old already knows who he wants to face immediately after. "I want Gervonta Davis," said Colbert in a recent interview. "Gervonta Davis is the best guy in the 135-pound division. Gervonta Davis is a tremendous fighter. Watching him motivated me," continued Colbert. "That's a young man that came from that ranches like me, making millions. He can do wherever he wants and step the way he wanna step. He motivates me to keep going and work harder and be a better fighter. I like working around fighters like that," Colbert said. Eddie Hearn reaches out to Davis. Haney vs Tank mega fight on the horizon. Gervonta Davis has posted a DM from promoter Eddie Hearn today, saying he wants to talk. It's believed that Eddie Hearn wants to orchestrate a blockbuster fight between the unbeaten Devin Haney and Tank Davis next. Hearn is facing the daunting task of getting a fight between Haney and the PBC-managed Gervonta Davis, considering that Devin has already thrown a roadblock into making it by refusing to entertain a catchweight and rehydration clause. Haney's stance on the weight stipulations could ultimately sink his chances of getting the fight he wants against Tank. Whether Devin's refusal is a negotiating ploy or if he is genuinely serious is difficult to know. It would be massive if the Matchroom promoter Hearn could broker the deal to put the Tank vs Haney fight together. Hearn had been talking about wanting Ryan Garcia to face Haney in his first defense of his WBC belt, but there hasn't been any interest from him or his promoters at Golden Boy. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.